Hey guys, how's it going? Sam here to do a review on Toriko. Now this chapter of Toriko, 380, like, I'm really hyped. I'm extremely happy on that, but I'm just like, I'm not even annoyed. I'm just shocked. Like, Neo, I honestly hate Neo so much. I truly do hate his character. At the pinnacle of hatred I had for him was when he killed Don Slime. Like, rest in peace, my boy Don. But, like, this chapter as well, the fact that he took out Bambina, I'm just like, this is sad. I don't even care. This is what I really give props to Mr. Toshi. I've really liked how he's made the readers, you know, detest Neo, and not just from his actions of him killing people, devouring people, but also from his character design as well, because his character design is just haunting, especially now from being evolved when we see that in this chapter. Like, the way his grin and his face, he looks a bit more humane, but a bit more ghostly, and it's really haunting. When I saw that, I was just like, it gave me a bit of shivers. Like, imagine if that was animated, like a good animation and everything, and that was adapted beautifully. Imagine how haunting that would actually look. It looks straight out of a horror movie. It's unbelievable. So, this chapter was pretty short, but it was extremely sweet, because it was hyping up Acacia's evolution, his abilities right now, from him being evolved. And the thing is, which really does get me interested, is the fact that he hasn't eaten good right yet. Obviously, he does eat a bit of it from this chapter, but before that, so he's got even more states. You could say he's got even more forms to become even more stronger, because the fact that he can evolve, well, the bit with evolution is it only occurred due to the right conditions. But you could argue that knowing it's Acacia, knowing it's freaking Neo, maybe he can evolve on will, because we know that he can adapt to things on will. Like, we saw it from those the beings, the A, which they were called beings, part of Neo. Like, when they were fighting some of the 8 kings, some of them adapted to different sizes. So we know that Acacia has, or / Neo, they have the ability to adapt to its surroundings. So I wouldn't really say it's far off from, you know, even evolving to even higher forms at will, like controlled evolution. So yes, in this chapter we see the one and the only, the third demon freaking wings. It comes out in this chapter, and that was just so beautiful, honestly. The way it came out, like, he snaps Toriko's neck, and then it's just coming, like, the thing is, it still looks like it's napping, it still looks like it's sleeping. So what I'm guessing is that's just like a reflective kind of action. It was on something based on a reflex. Because you need to understand, the fact is that Acacia's / Neo, their strength right now is above Red. So even if Red came out, Red won't be able to do anything. And I'd say it's probably above Blue right now, so it's out of Blue's capabilities. So, the only one that was left was obviously the third demon, who's able to come in and take out Neo. So I just cannot wait, man, when we see Wings come out of Toriko's body, out on his own, coming in and doing anything. And I'm just so hyped, because he looks like he's still sleeping. I mean, you understand, like, Blue said it himself, if he comes out even for a second, Toriko would be over, his body would be done. And I find it funny how the fact that even though Toriko's near death, he's pretty much dying right now, that's when he comes out, because it's just like, well, the third demon's probably thinking, well, you can't take me if you're alive, so I might as well come out when you're about to die anyway. So I thought that was pretty funny to see. And even, you need to see Acacia's reaction from that, because Acacia, he weren't just pissed, he was shocked as well. So I'm guessing that he was able to sense the level of strength within Toriko's gourmet appetite. Now, we saw that it managed to tear off Acacia's hand, and that's the first damage that's been dealt onto Acacia in this new evolved form. So it does show you that this third demon, he has got the strength to back up. He's got the bills to pay the skills, you could say. What was the bills to pay the skills? No, the skills to pay the bills, you could say. So I'm really excited. In the next couple of chapters, honestly, I didn't really anticipate the third demon coming out. I didn't actually even know how or when the third demon would be coming out, because I was thinking as well, even if Toriko ate God, surely that was for Red, because Red wanted God and Center, so that wasn't really on the full course of the third demon. We didn't really know what was any of the ingredients for the third demon, so none of us really knew what was gonna you know, bring him out. So the fact that he came out now, I'm guessing it's just maybe because it's like a fight or flight kind of thing. Like, he knew that the host body was about to die, so he had to come out and do something. Or maybe it's got to do something with Acacia or Neo. There's a lot of theories that obviously Neo's from the Green Universe, or maybe the third demon's from the Green Universe as well. We'll have to find in the next couple of chapters. So we saw another ability that Acacia could use in this chapter, and it's obviously his newly evolved back channel. And I want to talk about that for a second because it's extremely hacks. Now, obviously, when the narrator comes in, you know when the narrator comes in, it's just going to be some unbelievably, like, broken kind of hacks ability. It's going to be crazy. So we see the narrator coming in. Then he's talking about how the 8 kings, like, within 100th of a second, I think it's that how, within 100th of a second, when they're, like, you know, they're getting into their enemy, their attack stance, within that 100th of a second, their enemy is dead. Like, they're literally dead, they can't be saved. So, within that 100th of a second, Acacia created a back channel that froze all of them so they couldn't do anything. And you need to notice that, because Mr. Toshi drew out the area of how, of where the 8 kings were surrounding Acacia and God. And it was massive. It wasn't a tiny back channel around himself that we've seen people do. It was around the complete vicinity. And what I really liked about it is the fact that the people of a caliber of the 8 kings amount of strength, they were frozen. Toriko wasn't. So that obviously gives a props to Toriko's strength, the gourmet appetites within him, how strong they are all together. The fact that even Toriko, when he got through last chapter, he got dealt that near fatal blow. He still had the strength, you could say, to walk through this back channel, even though like time was frozen right then, or they were all frozen in that back channel. Now it was a bit confusing, but that was pretty much my interpretation from it from there. So I'm a little bit sad at one thing, and that is the 8 kings, because of course Bambina's hit the bucket right now, and we see him. Like I got to give props to Bambina. He's going out like a champion though. Like his whole torso, upper torso, that's only him remaining, and then he's still going out to try and take out Neo. So I got to give props to Bambina. This is why I loved Bambina. He was so awesome and such a beast. But it seems like Bambino's hit the bucket. It seems like Horse King Heracles has as well. So it seems like these next 8 kings, they're going to get taken out by Neo. I feel like in the next couple of chapters, we're going to see Neo find the remaining of the 8 kings. So we'll probably see, you know, Dragon King Darius coming out, Whale King Moon doing a bit more damage. But evidently, I feel like they'll get devoured by Neo. Because I feel like Neo's above them right now. So judging how people of the 8 kings who are, capture level around 6,200, I think that's Heracles, or something like that. Bambina is 6,000, Heracles is around 6,200, I believe. So the fact that these guys are getting taken out kind of seems a little bit short. That Crow King, you know, Mother Snake, seems like they're on the they're next on the plate. So we'll have to find the next couple of chapters, honestly. It seems like Starjun took a critical hit as well, so I had no clue what's happening. Everyone's just getting like, everyone's getting hit left, right, and centre right now. Like Acacia, they just look nasty. And Acacia, he looks like he looks even more prime right now. Like he looks like he's in his youth when we saw him in a flashback. So what I'm interested right now from the end of this chapter, they've split apart right now. So what does that mean for Acacia and Neo? Because Neo's not in Acacia's body anymore now. Neo's got his own body right now after eating God. So I'm a bit more terrified of what Neo can actually do. I'm a bit more terrified for the Nitro, to be honest, because the Nitro, they're still planning to, you know, seal Neo. Yes. So I'm wondering how they're going to, since, you know, Neo's evolved, he's eating God, he's at this high level of strength. Can the Nitro truly do it, especially with so many of them being defeated as well by the likes of Jiro, Teppei, and the others? So I'm really curious what's going to happen now. Now I had a thought whilst reading the chapter. This may be crazy, but what we see at the end of the chapter is Acacia and Neo, they're apart now, and Acacia's just like, oh, so you're my newly evolved appetite Neo or something like that. What if, like, we don't really know much beyond Neo. All we know is that Neo's true aim is, you know, appetite, like hunger, that's all it is. So what if Neo crosses Acacia? Like, what if at the end we may see Neo try to devour Acacia because there's no one else left to devour? We'll have to find the next couple of chapters below. Who knows? I'm not really sure, to be honest. We didn't see Komatsu, we didn't see any of the chests, but God was there. I feel like Mr. Toshi's going to show what Komatsu's been doing next chapter. We may see Komatsu next chapter, but either way, this chapter was phenomenal. A very short but action-hyped, intense chapter. pardon me, I enjoyed it so much. I honestly enjoyed it. Seeing Neo's new form is just haunting. Acacia looks more stronger than ever. The third demon came out, like, man, that is unbelievably. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that. So, I'm so damn hyped. Everyone, please tell me your thoughts to comment below. If you liked anything that I had to say, please drop a like in the that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's continue the discussion down below. And subscribe for weekly reviews of Toriko. I'll see you next week for Toriko chapter 381. Shinami Sam, goodbye.